Morning, everybody. Hope we're all having a good day. I want to speak on a topic that is a bit dreadful, something that's been plaguing humanity in its entirety for as long as we have stories to tell about it. Greed and obsession. People have been obsessing over things pretty much as long as we've had things. No matter how honest or humble you try to be, sooner or later in your life you'll have to fight off these urges of wanting something materialistic over what you truly need in your own mind and space. I have a Aesop fable that kind of expresses this point to a certain degree, and that's Aesop's The Miser. In this story, he explains about a man who sells all of his earthly belongings for a single lump of gold, which he proceeds to bury it in the ground and watch it every day. One night, while he sleeps, the gold is taken and he awakes to a hole where his gold once was. He is soon struck in with the idea that now that the gold is gone, nothing has changed. His obsession drove him to no longer be benefiting from the money and the gold that was in his possession because he had it buried away the whole time. This story kind of strikes me because as somebody who has been fighting with greed and obsession his entire life, it kind of hits me in a spot that I'm not really comfortable with all the time, and I feel kind of sad about it. But I want to bring back a story from my primary school days. And if we can all remember primary school, Pokemon cards were the shit. It was so cool. And I was one of those stereotypical primary schoolers who had a mountain of them. Growing up in a kind of bougie lifestyle for elementary schooler, I had all the Pokemon cards I could ever dream of. If you thought of a card that was around the same time period, I probably had it, especially those really cool big ones. Well, I put every bit of money I earned and every bit of money I could get off my parents towards buying these Pokemon cards, from cases to boxes to individual packs at Walmart that costed $5 when they really should not have. Well, my dad's second wife at the time kind of got really, really tired of it because this obsession of Pokemon cards was starting to affect my school life. I was obsessing over the cards and not my grades. And I got home from school one day to find every card gone. My room was entirely purged of Pokemon cards, which devastated me. I went crazy and have thrown the biggest tantrum that I can honestly remember. This whole tantrum led up to me being a crying pile of mush on the floor, slowly flooding my room with tears. But I soon got over this. I realized that these tiny little printable PNGs were not worth all of the strife and dignity I put on these cards. They weren't as cool as I thought. And I really want to drive this point home that these material objects that we kind of put our whole lives towards earning and striving for aren't really worth all the things, because as soon as they're taken away, nothing changes about it. If you have your Yeezys and your Gucci clothes, you take those away, nothing changed about you but the way you dress. So realize that this greed and obsession that we face on a day-to-day basis is not something that you should be striving for. You shouldn't be striving to earn that extra dollar or buy that extra cup of coffee, because you don't need it, because you're good as you are now. You don't need extra things to drive that point home. And I want to say thank you all for listening. Any questions? Nope. Awesome. Thank you very much.
I love Pikachu.
Pikachu's overrated.
No, Pikachu's so cute.
I don't know, maybe if you held on.
That's my
Hold on, I forgot to turn it off.